Hi there, welcome to the Torch channel. If you're new here, just click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be updated with our latest videos.
Hello there. How are you? Kumusta ka? Matiano ka? Okay. So in this video, I will be showcasing to you my classroom observation number 1 for this school year 2020-2021. The subject is English 4 and the objective is use the correct degree of comparison of adjectives in sentences. Okay, ready? Good morning, children. How are you today? Are you feeling good? Great. Before we start a lesson, please sit properly, ayusin muna ang pag-upo, and be ready to listen to the teacher or to the one speaking or reciting. And participate in our group discussion. Now let us have a review. What was our lesson last meeting? Great! It is all about adjective. And what is an adjective? Okay, very good. You've learned a lot. Let us look at this picture. What can you say about the fire truck A? The fire truck A is big. Okay, for this one, how can you compare the two? What can you say about the fire truck B? The fire truck B is bigger than fire truck A. Okay, in this set of pictures, what can you say about the fire truck C? The fire truck C is the biggest among the three. Now, how do we use the correct form of adjectives to describe or compare things? Adjectives has 3 degrees of comparison. They are positive, comparative, and superlative degree. Let us talk about positive. How and when we use the positive degree of adjectives. It is used when describing just one noun or pronoun. Nothing or no one is being compared. You just describe the noun or pronoun. Example, we have the word small, big, beautiful. This book is small. What is the noun in there? The noun is the book. What word is used to describe the book? The word small. Very good. Small is an adjective describing the noun book. Small is an adjective in the positive degree because it is describing just one noun. Let us have another example. Ada is polite. She always says please and thank you. What is the noun in this sentence? Very good, Ada. And what is the word used to describe Ada? Ada is polite. The word polite is the adjective in the positive degree because it is used to describe just one noun, which is Ada. Let us have another example. The lion is a ferocious animal. It hunts at night. What is the noun in this sentence? Okay, we have the word lion. what is the word used to describe the lion? It's a ferocious animal. Ferocious is an adjective in the positive degree because it only describes just one noun, which is the lion. Another example we have, Puntod Reef Marine Sanctuary in Sandbar is a beautiful place in Masbate. What is the noun there? Okay, the place, Puntod Reef Marine Sanctuary in Sandbar. What is the word used to describe the place? Okay, it is beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective in a positive degree because it describes just one noun. Let us have another example. There are green apples on the plate. Now what is on the plate? Green apples. What is the word used to describe the apples? It is green. Green is in a positive degree because it describes only one noun. Now let's talk about the comparative degree. Comparative is used to compare two nouns or pronouns. We have example: smaller, bigger, more beautiful. This book is smaller than the other one. What are the two nouns being compared? The book and the other book. What is the word used to compare them? We have the word smaller. Smaller is an adjective in the comparative degree because it is used to compare two nouns. Let us study another example. Nico is older than me. What are the nouns being compared? Nico and me. What is the word used to describe us? We have the word older. Older is an adjective in the comparative degree because it is used to compare two nouns. Let us have another example. A bear and an elephant. An elephant is taller than a bear. What are the two nouns being compared? We have elephant and bear. What is the word used to describe or compare them? We have the word taller. Taller is an adjective in a comparative degree because it is used to compare two nouns. Another example is buildings in the city and buildings in the province. Buildings in the city are higher than in the province. What are the nouns being compared? We have the buildings in the city and buildings in the province. What is the word used to compare them? We have the word higher. Higher is an adjective because in the comparative degree because it compares the two nouns. Another example, the gray car is cheaper than the red car. How many nouns are being compared? There are two. What are those? The gray car and the red car. What is the word used to compare them? Okay, we have the word cheaper. Cheaper is an adjective in the comparative degree because it is used to compare two nouns. Now let us talk about the superlative degree. When do we use and how do we use the correct form of adjectives in the superlative degree? Used to compare more than two nouns or pronouns. Okay, more than two, it means three and above. So example, smallest, biggest, most beautiful. This book is the smallest in this room. What are the nouns being compared? Okay, the book and the other books inside this room. What is the word used to compare them? We have the word smallest. Smallest is an adjective that is used in the superlative degree because it is used to compare more than two nouns, the book and the other books in the room. Now we have here in our example, we have Tina, Joy, and Rose. Tina, Joy, and Rose are friends. Rose has the shortest hair in the group. Now what are the nouns being compared? Rose is being compared to the other girls in the group. Okay, what is the word used to compare them? Okay, we have the word shortest. Shortest is an adjective in the superlative degree because it is used to compare more than two nouns. Another example, we have a bear, an elephant, and a giraffe. The giraffe is the tallest among the three animals. What are the nouns being compared? We have the giraffe and the other animals in this group. Okay, what is the word used to describe or compare them? We have the word tallest. Tallest is an adjective in the superlative degree because it compares more than two nouns. Another example, Mount Pulag is the highest mountain in Luzon. What are the nouns being compared? We have Mount Pulag and the other mountains in Luzon. What is the word used to compare them? We have the word highest. Highest is an adjective in the superlative degree because it compares more than two nouns. Another example, the truck is the heaviest vehicle in the group. What are the nouns being compared? The truck and the other vehicle in this group. What is the word used to compare them? Heaviest. Okay, heaviest is an adjective in the superlative degree because it is used to compare more than two nouns. Now, how do we form the comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives? No, we have the positive, comparative, and superlative. How do we form the comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives? From big to bigger to biggest in the superlative degree. From beautiful in the positive degree, more beautiful in the comparative degree, and most beautiful in the superlative degree. Just like any other rules in our lives, we also have rules in forming the comparative and superlative degree. Let us know them one by one. The first rule we have is by adding ER and EST to the positive degree. To form the comparative degree of the positive degree tall, we add ER. So tall becomes taller, and in superlative degree, the tall becomes tallest. Fast, when we add ER, becomes faster in a comparative degree, and fastest in a superlative degree. Our second rule is by adding R and ST to the positive degree ending in E. Now, if the positive degree ends in the vowel E, we only have to add R in a comparative and superlative ST. Nice becomes nicer in the comparative and nicest in the superlative. Wise, since we only have to add R, becomes wiser and becomes wisest in the superlative degree. That is the second rule. The third rule on how we form the comparative and superlative degree is when the positive degree of the adjective ends in Y and has a consonant before it, we change Y into I and then add ER and EST. Take note, when the positive ends in Y and has a consonant before it. Okay. From the positive dry, we change the Y into I and then we add ER for comparative degree, drier. And then for superlative, the word dry becomes driest. So, second example, easy, we change the Y into I and we add ER for the comparative, becomes easier. And the superlative, the easier becomes easiest. That is for the fourth rule, we have when the positive degree ends in a consonant with a vowel before it, we double the consonant and then add ER and EST. For example, the word big. Big ends in a consonant and has a vowel before it, which is I. So we double the G and then we add ER. Big now becomes bigger in a comparative and biggest in a superlative. So fat, we double the T and then we add ER for comparative. Fat becomes fatter. Superlative, we double the T and then we add EST, becomes fattest. Okay. Number 5 is by placing more and most before the positive form of the adjective. So it is usually when adjective has 2 or more syllables. So in the first example, beautiful. We do not say beautifuler. We do not say beautifulest, but instead we add more and most before the adjective. So beautiful has 3 syllables. Beautiful. It has 3 syllables. So we add more if we are comparing 2 nouns or pronouns. More beautiful. And a superlative, if we are comparing more than 2 nouns, we add the word most. So that becomes most beautiful. Second example is brilliant. Brilliant is 2 syllables. Brilliant. Okay. For the comparative, we add more before the adjective. In the superlative, we add most. So brilliant becomes more brilliant. We didn't say brillianter, but instead more brilliant. And superlative, most brilliant. There are adjectives which do not apply all the rules being discussed earlier. So they are called adjectives with irregular forms. So example, we have the word good. We do not say gooder and goodest, but instead good, better, and best. So little, less, and least. Bad, we didn't say better, we didn't say baddest, but instead bad, worse, and worst. Okay. Now let us have a short exercise. All you have to do is to complete the table. So for the first row, the missing part is in a comparative. So the positive degree and superlative degree of the word old is given. So old, blank, oldest. The answer is, can you guess? We have the word older. Exciting, more, most exciting. Blank, heavier, heaviest. Okay, this applies the third rule, which is we change to Y into I and we add ER for the comparative and EST for the superlative. So the word here is E. Did you get the right answer? Now let us have a group activity. But before that, please be reminded that we have to participate in our group. We have to minimize our voices. And we have to share our knowledge to the group, and always remember that we have a time limit. For group 1, here is what you're going to do. You have to encircle the correct adjective to complete the sentence. And for group 2, you have to complete the table with the correct degree of comparison of adjectives. For group 3, you have to read the sentences carefully and use the correct degree of comparison of adjectives to complete the sentence. You can start working on your own. Okay? Please be reminded to participate and minimize your voices, and that we also have time limit. Okay. Next, we have the group presentation. So, we have group 1. Thank you so much, group 1. We have group 2. Thank you so much, group 2. We have group 3. Thank you, group 3. Now let us have a board work. For fuller understanding, let us have a board work. Now who can answer the first row? What is missing is the comparative degree. Okay. Of the word brave. Brave, braver, bravest. Healthy, healthier, healthiest. Wide, wider, widest. Funny, funnier, funniest. Good, better, best. So this is an optional activity. If you still have time, you can give this to your students. Now, how do we use the correct form of adjectives to describe or compare things? We follow rules, and we use the degrees of comparison of adjectives. When do we use adjectives in the positive degree? We use adjectives in the positive degree when we are comparing or we are describing just one noun or pronoun. In a comparative degree, we use adjectives when we compare two nouns or pronouns. In the superlative degree, we use it to compare more than two nouns or. Are there rules that we follow in our everyday lives, especially in this pandemic? So this question is a value integration. You can ask questions questions that your pupils can relate their lives. Why is it important to obey the rules? This is a value integration. This is a really good part of your lesson plan to instill that value that we need, the students to have or develop. Now for evaluation, let us answer quietly. You write the name and then the date. The subject is English. First, the direction, read the sentences carefully. Use the degree of comparison of adjectives in each sentence and circle your answer. For your assignment, use the degrees of adjectives to compare the group of things below. Number 1, river, sea, ocean. Number 2, apple, mango, pineapple. Number 3, cake, ice cream, halo-halo. Number 4, cockroach, spider, mouse. Number 5, lechon, fried chicken, and barbecue. So with that, thank you all for listening, and I hope that you can join me on my next video. If you like this video and you want to see more, just hit the notification bell and give us a thumbs up. Thank you.